Late models are rolling onto the track right now for 30 laps. We will take you through the lineup here shortly. We've still got some modifieds out there as they're checking the chips, making sure everybody's all legal. Cody Laney just picked up the IMCA modified feature here at the Budweiser Nationals night number 1. And listen to this. He is going to start on the front row of the late model feature.
It doesn't get much better than that, Corey.
Could we see him pull off some Bobby Hogue action, sweep the night with the late model and a modified?
After what we just saw, the show he put on between him and the rabble-rouser, Robbie Sawyer, I think this could be some Bobby Hogue-style sweeping.
That race between Robbie Sawyer and Cody Laney right there in the modified feature was something to watch. Those guys duked it out like a couple of heavyweights. It's going to be fun to see what Laney can do here on the front row of the late model feature. You see his car down there. He's climbing in, just got out of victory lane, jumps in the 5L late model. He'll be starting on the front row next to Watsonville, California's 32B Clay Daly.
Oh, my Lanta. This is going to be shaping up. You don't want to leave yet, race fans.
You want to stick around for this one. Listen to the second row for the late model feature. The 11X of Steve Drake will start on the inside. Outside next to him is the 2 of Bobby Hogue.
Okay, that's going to be fun to watch, too.
Tony Toast will start on the inside of row number 3 in the number 91, and sitting next to him out of Marina Del Rey, California, Nick Bartels.
Fourth row looks like this. On the inside in the 10N machine, the Sandman, we call him the Sandman, Rob Sanders. Outside of Sanders in the number 27 machine is Ron Bartels out of Los Angeles, California.
In the fifth row on the inside out of Corbett, Oregon, in the Superman car, that is Colin Weinbarger. He'll be starting next to the 38T of Dylan Thornton from Santa Maria.
In the sixth row on the inside in the 22X machine is Clark Guglielmani, and outside of him the 08 machine all the way from Sweet Home, Oregon, Kai Frick.
Row number 7 looks like this. On the inside is the 74 of Dennis Souza. And next to him in the 22G out of Vacaville, Paul Guglielmani. The 8th row, the number 2R of Rod Oliver out of Yuba City, California. He'll be starting next to the 37 of Chad Weber from Santa Maria.
The 9th row looks like this. On the inside is the 51 machine. We call him the one-man gang. That is Todd Sieg. On the outside of him in the 15M is Clark McDonald out of Lindsay, California.
That is Corey McDonald in the number 15M from Lindsay, California.
I am so sorry, Corey.
Row number 10 looks like this, the 57 from Bakersfield, California. I believe the 57, it's Chet Reeves driving tonight. That's normally Royce Mull. And starting next to him will be the 91P of Jason Papich. The back row would have been Joey Tanner. Tanner scratch on the field, hit the wall in qualifying. Looks like his weekend is done. But this will be your late model field for 30 laps. Presented by the King of Beers, Budweiser.
That's right. This is going to be one heck of a run. Cody's now in his car. I know he was got to do all the publicity stuff real quick, but he's got to get back in there. He's back to business.
Well, Mike, Dom, listen to this. Cody Laney starting on the inside of the front row, outside of the front row with Clay Daly. Just got out of the modified, has a really good feel for what that racetrack is doing right now. That is going to work to his advantage. He is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, but at the same time, fatigue, different car, different style. That car, he said, they handled two different styles, that 5L and this 5L.
But did you see him get out of that car? That guy's way pumped up. He's ready to go.
He is way pumped up. He is a young man full of energy, and he is ready to rock and roll here at the Budweiser Nationals, looking for a guitar number 2 here on the first night.
And speaking of that, Cody's family has been asking everybody, we need to come up with a nickname for Cody. So go on Moxie Media and Promotions. We're out there, we're going to post, and go ahead and put up a nickname out there.
Great idea. You want to put a nickname to Cody Laney. We're going to leave it up to you fans. Hit us up on Moxie Media Promotions. Go to our Facebook page. Message us what you think Cody Laney should have for a nickname. Good idea.
We'll take some of those. We'll put them out there and we'll go to a vote.
So if you know, if you're Clay Daly in the 32B and you're Cody Laney in the 5L who just got the win, and you know starting right behind you is the winningest driver in Budweiser Nationals history, the 2 of Bobby
Who
Hogue,
just got out of a modified.
what do you have in your mind? He just got out of the modified like Cody Laney. He's
Right.
got a good feel for the track. He knows what that track's doing and where.
If I'm Clay Daly, I'm going to try to slow this down a little bit because those guys, adrenaline, they're going 90 miles an hour. Slow it down, get them off the pace a little bit, and then come back at them.
Well, that's one approach
And
to
then
it.
you
but-
got the snake sitting
but
right
Mike,
there, too.
This is the Budweiser Nationals. There is nothing slow about this event. You're going to see hammer down, wide open, let them ride.
Are you ready, race fans? As the pace truck goes to the inside, Clay Daly's leading the field to the flag. It's in the air, and we are racing night number 1, late model main event.
From the Budweiser now. Oh, trouble on the front stretch. Corey McDonald gets together with Jason Papich. We got a car in the wall up here in turn 1. I believe that's the number 37 of Chad Weber. They were 3 wide out of turn 4 on the start. Weber ends up at the end of the wall down there in turn 1. Let's see if there's any damage to the 91.
Chad Weber in the 805 beer car, number 37. Looks like a couple cars didn't quite get the memo to hit the gas pedal, and unfortunately, that 37 car got the worst of it.
Well, they were 3 wide. They got the memo, but they were also on the throttle. A little bump and grind out there. Unfortunately, Chad Weber ended up with the brunt end of that. Looks like he's going away on the hook. That is a bad start for the 37 this weekend.
Yep, and for those that don't know about Chad Weber, he used to run pro stocks out here for a long time. Track champion over in Santa Maria. Had an unfortunate accident in his Razor out at the dunes. Broke his arm directly in half. Doctors told him he'll never be able to race a car ever again. That was a little over a year ago. And
Well,
he's now in a late model.
He's in the big nasty beast.
And
right
we're going
there.
to talk with him tomorrow.
We will be talking with him tomorrow. We will be at the Bakersfield Karting Experience. You guys got to come out and join us. All you race fans in the stands, come out and join us. Get in the cart. Get on a racetrack out there, the indoor dirt track,
Yeah.
and
That's
come
gonna
race
be
with the
one of those
Moxie
things.
crew. We're going to have a good time.
Not only that, some of these guys are going to get in some of those go-karts. How much fun would it be as a fan to be able to race
well,
door to door with
Robbie Sawyer.
Robbie Sawyer?
Absolutely.
Nobody be scared.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. No doubt.
Or for that matter, I heard the Budweiser girls might come out and race too, so we might be able to, you see them out there styling and profiling, and then they're going to get behind the wheel and be wheeling and dealing.
That's right. That's right.
Jason Papich car looks fairly decent.
Doesn't look bad at all.
Absolutely. The 51 looks like it's got a little bit of issues as well.
We take a look at this late model field and we talk about how to set these cars up. There is nobody out here with half the camber of that 11X of Steve Drake. Take a look at that right front tire, race fans. He has got that thing leaned out. Watch how fast he is
He
through
can
the
almost set
corners.
a Coke
That is-
can on top of it, and it stands there.
Simply amazing. It almost doesn't look like it roll.
Yeah, it almost looks broke.
Yeah, right. Definitely looks.
I mean, there is a ton of camber in that 11X of Drake. We're lined up. We're ready to go racing. Here we go. Your front row, Clay Daly, along with the 5L of Cody Laney on the hammer out of turn 4. Back to racing action here from the Budweiser Nationals. Daly up on the high side, right where he was in the modified, launches off the cushion, runs up next to Daly down the backstretch into turn 3. Clay Daly, Cody Laney side by side. Out of turn 4, lap number 1 will go to
Daly by barely a nose.
by barely a nose. Trouble in turn 4. That is the 57 of Chet Reeves. He keeps it rolling. No caution is out. He is up on the infield. Laney trying to pinch off the 32B of Daly.
On the high side, Laney takes lap number 2. Also on the high side, Bobby Hogue is in front of Steve the Snake Drake now. So you got Laney, Daly, Hogue, and Drake, your top 4.
And the battle for 5th right now between Bartels and Papich, or that's Tony Tost. Tost down on the bottom. He'll take that 5th spot down the front stretch into turn 1.
Look who's in the 7th spot. Broken radiator, not anymore. The Sandman back on the track.
Rob Sanders, they got that car fixed from the incident down there in the heat in the heat race. Back out on the track, running very well in the number 10 end. Big win a couple weeks ago at Santa Maria. Trying to bring some of that success here to the Budweiser Nationals. Look at the heavy damage to the front end of the 91.
Yeah, he got
Jason
he got
Tappan.
into the 22 over there, and it tweaked that nose pretty good.
Laney up on the top side of the racetrack. He has got that right rear tire right up against the wall there in turn 1 on the entry, and it launches him off of turn 2. We are already looking at the back markers.
Yep, and it looks like Daly's doing just the opposite. I'm putting the left front on that berm, loading up that right rear, and trying to slingshot on that bottom side.
Well, it is not working because Laney is pulling away in the 5L. Here, that gap between him and the 32B definitely growing lap after lap. Now here we go. This is where the race gets interesting. Lap traffic, little bit of contact between Guglielmani and the 2R.
And it was right in front of Daly, so
Rod
Daly had
Oliver.
to check out, and Laney on the top side stretches his lead even more. Just what you were talking about. How is this traffic going to play into this game?
Well, right now, Guglielmani is holding up the 32B of Daly. Daly pushes him down the front stretch, says, hey, man, come on, get out of my way. I'm trying to catch you at 5L.
I'll tell you right now, Daly gives you one bump, it says move. The next time he moves you.
Cody Laney, now he has got a half a straightaway advantage over the 32B of Daly. Daly feeling the pressure from Bobby Hogue. Bobby Hogue all over the bumper of the 32B. Hogue going to work the high side through
Tony
turns 1 and
Toast
2.
to the inside, trying to make a move as well, but gets caught up there with the 2R car.
Here comes Bobby Hogue. Bobby Hogue takes a look under the 32B of Daly. Daly still fast enough to hold him off. And Tony Toast now gets by the 11X of Drake for the 4th spot. That is a good race. Your leader, he has got a full straightaway advantage over that pack of cars. Bobby Hogue now dives to the bottom into turn 3 under the 32B of Daly. Daly trying to hold him off. Hogue is coming on the bottom side by side down the front stretch into turn 1. Hogue with the advantage. He'll take that second spot away, runs up the hill. Daly has a good drive out of the second turn down the backstretch, puts his nose on the bumper of Hogue. Hogue going to work the high side through turns 3 and 4. Now Daly down on the bottom. Does he have the traction to get by him? Not this time.
Around goes
Your
Laney.
leader, Cody Laney, loops it out down in turn 1. It looked like he put the left front up on the berm. Loaded
He had the 22X and the other lap car side by side, and they wouldn't give him any room to go anywhere. They both check up going into the corner. He has to check up, and around he went.
That is unfortunate for the 5L of Lenny. Let's see what track officials do.
That's very disheartening there.
He had a big lead.
Absolutely.
We are just near the halfway point, 12 laps down.
Let's see what
30
the
laps
powers
is
that
the
be do to
scheduled
him.
distance.
We'll see what the powers that be say, because the 51 and the 22X side by side going very, very, very slow off the pace. But looks like he's trying to find out where he's going to get in, where he fits in. But we're waiting to hear from track officials what's going to happen. He's still up there going, I want the lead. But unfortunately, it looks like he's going to have to tag the rear on this one. That puts the winningest man in Bakersfield history.
Well, the benefactor of that deal, Bobby Hogue, now sits on the point with Clay Daly right behind him. Dom, did you see what happened down there in
I
turn 1?
didn't. I was looking on the other side of the track when you called it. So
Well, we were looking back at that group of cars that was battling
Yeah.
for second, third, fourth, and fifth. And as we turned to look at turn 1, we saw the dust and realized it was the 5L of Laney.
that's a sad, disappointing spot.
Well, you want to show race fans you're going to get one because Cody Laney coming from the back of the pack in the late models, this will be fun to watch.
Yeah,
That will be
a race.
that's going to be a man possessed right now, because the 51 and the 22 were side by side. Coming through into 1 and 2, they were way off the pace. He goes in, can't go high, can't go low, tries to check up.
Where
Car
are you going to
catches
go?
the nose, and around it goes.
And you take a look at this racetrack, it has changed drastically here in about the last hour and a half during our features. It is very slick out there. This track is shiny all the way around. Almost looks like a wet asphalt track to a sense.
Yeah, without a doubt. It actually seems still smooth, though. That's what's really interesting to see.
Very smooth racetrack. The prep was fantastic. These guys put water on it all day. They packed it, they watered it, they packed it. It worked out great. We've got a great racing service, but it will test the best of the best, given how slick it is out there right now. Now, Mike, you've been here a long time. You know, traditionally, night number 1, the racetrack doesn't look like this. It's typically more of a hammer-down style racetrack with a lot of moisture. It's slicked off here right before the features, and it's been getting slicker and slicker ever since.
Yeah, it's been very weird this year because it's been hots and colds, hots and colds, hots and colds. Hasn't been really consistent. So track changes quite often, and when it cools off, it'll glaze over like this a whole lot more.
Yeah, we're seeing tire smoke. We're seeing dust.